Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Zulfikar Ahmed from Emerson College. Today our topic is Congress ministries in province under the Act of 1935. 1935 के एक्ट के तहत हिंदुस्तान में जो इलेक्शन हुए उसमें कांग्रेस मिनिस्ट्रीज जो 1939 में कायम हुई उनकी परफॉर्मेंस 1937 से 1939 तक क्या रही और उन्होंने हिंदुस्तान में क्या ट्रेलर दिखाया। तो आइए इसकी तरफ चलते हैं। सबसे पहले हम इसको इंट्रोडक्शन पढ़ते हैं। इंट्रोडक्शन। द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया एक्ट 1935 was formulated under which the election were held on the provincial levels with the restricted franchise and separate electorate. The Congress projected itself as an all-India force representing all religions and sects of the society. The Muslim League contested for the Muslim seats. The Muslim League focused only on the Muslims because it claimed to be the sole representative of the Muslims. There was a tough competition from uh, the other Muslim organizations in different provinces which were also claiming to be the representatives of the Muslims. In this way, the Muslim League was not only competing with the Congress only but with a number of other Muslim groups and political parties at the provincial levels. तो इसमें तमाम इलेक्शंस में मुस्लिम लीग की परफॉर्मेंस क्या रही। परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ, सबसे पहले हम परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ कांग्रेस और उसके बाद परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ मुस्लिम लीग। तो परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ कांग्रेस क्या रही। द इलेक्शन वर कंप्लीटेड इन February 1937. Congress got majorities in 5 provinces, and the provinces where the Congress got very clear majority were Madras, UP, United Provinces, as it was known at that time, CP, Central Provinces, Bihar and Orissa. It emerged as the largest party in Bombay and won 70 out of 1585 general seats which were reserved for the non-Muslims. But the Congress got less than 30 seats reserved for the Muslims. तो इसमें फिर परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ मुस्लिम लीग क्या रही। द मुस्लिम लीग परफॉर्म पोरली इन द इलेक्शन and got only about 21% of Muslim seats. Only 21%. Without winning majority anywhere. Bengal, Punjab and WFP and Sindh. In Muslim majority provinces, seats were very limited with the Muslim League got. In case of Bengal, it got only a few seats. The most interesting situation developed in the province of Punjab, which was a Muslim majority province. Here the Unionist Party was leading and Muslim League got only 2 seats, and out of those 2 members who were elected from the Muslim League seats, and one of them left the Muslim League and joined the Unionist Party. And the result was that the Muslim League was left only with 1 member in province of Punjab. The Muslim League performed relatively well in the Muslim minority provinces, but overall it was a weak performance. The reason was that the Muslim League was still facing organizational problems. Return of Quaid-e-Azam. Quaid-e-Azam returned to India from England in 1934 and he took command of the Muslim League and began to organize the Muslim League. But 3 years, that is from 1934 to 1937, was a brief period and therefore the Muslim League was facing organizational problems. Furthermore, the Muslim League was facing tough competition in Muslim majority provinces by other Muslim organizations and Muslim groups. Therefore, it could not establish its credential in election of 1937. Formation of provincial government. The Congress won clear majority in 5 provinces, but it was the largest group in one more province. In July 1937, Congress therefore formed government in 6 provinces. In the provinces where Muslims were in majority, that is in Punjab, NWFP, Sindh and Bengal, non-Muslim League ministries were formed. In NWFP, Khudai Khidmatgar Party, that was the leading party in the election, and Congress formed a coalition government. In Punjab, Unionist Party led by Sir Sikandar Hayat Khan formed the government. In Sindh, the United Party, which was a Muslim party, forms the government. In Bengal, a coalition was formed. Muslim League was part of it, but it was a kind of minor party in the coalition. The Muslim League wanted that it should be given some of representation in the provinces where Congress have formed the government, because 3 out of 6 provinces where Congress have formed the government. The Muslim League could not win even a single Muslim seat. Plea of Muslim League. In the Muslim majority provinces, the Muslim League could not form the government. The Muslim League desired to be in government in the UP. However, the negotiation between the Muslim League and the Congress produced certain demands which were not acceptable to the Muslim League, and the Congress consented to a conditional support. Demands of Congress क्या थी? The Congress demands that if the Muslim League wanted to be part of government in UP, it will have to do 3 things. Number 1, dissolve AIML parliamentary board which was there for election. AIML, All India Muslim League members, was all India Muslim League members in the assembly, not to function as a separate group. All India Muslim League members have to formally express their loyalty to the Congress party. ये बड़ी ही अजीब डिमांड्स थी, तो इस पर मुस्लिम लीग का क्या अमल आया? रिफ्यूजल ऑफ मुस्लिम लीग. Definitely, the above mentioned terms were a device to subvert the existence of the Muslim League in that province. But if you sign allegiance to Congress and you do not function as a party, your entity disappears. These conditions were not acceptable to the Muslim League leaders. Therefore, no agreement was possible on this issue. On the Muslim League stayed, and the Muslim League stayed out of the coalition which was understandable. Congress ministries, July 1937, November to 1939. In other words, Congress period of ministries. The Congress ministries were in power from July 1937 to November 39. They resigned because with the beginning of the World War II in September 1939, the British went to war, and being the colonial rules of India, they declared on behalf of India that India is also part of the war effort. In other words, the British declared war on behalf of India. The Congress protested that this decision made without consulting with the Indian leaders and was a protest, and as a protest they resigned from the ministries and the Congress rules came to an end in 1939. These Congress ministries were important both for the Congress and the Muslim Leagues for two different reasons. This was of the first time that all Congress government was set up in different provinces. This was for the first time that the Congress had the freedom to pursue its policies at the provincial level. For Muslims, especially for the Muslim League, this was the first experience of living under Congress rule. Previously there was no representative government in India. तो इस दौरान कांग्रेस की पॉलिसीज क्या रही? पॉलिसीज ऑफ कांग्रेस, सबसे पहले नंबर 1, द क्वेश्चन ऑफ लैंग्वेज. Most of the provincial government were projecting now Hindi language in place of Urdu, which was also perturbed the Muslims. Let's take up the educational policies. Were the educational scheme. The Hindu language was given topmost importance in their policies. Varda educational scheme was introduced by Congress, which was to convert Muslim into Hindu through primary educational literature. The policy of discrimination. In addition to these cultural issues and issues of interpretation of history, there was a couple of other issues that alienated the Muslims. They follow the policy of discrimination in services or new recruitment for jobs. The overall attitudes of these ministries were negative towards Muslims. This unjust treatment compelled the Muslim to be disciplined in every sphere of life. तो अब Muslim response क्या था? What was the response of Muslims? During this period, that is period over 2 years, the Muslim League was not sitting idle. The Muslim League was closely monitoring what was happening in different provinces. They were also mobilizing the Muslims and they were in interaction with the people in different provinces, mobilizing them and taking into account their concern and their complaints. The Pirpur report. The first report is entitled as the Pirpur report, which came out on March 20, 1938. The Council of Muslim League appointed an 8-member committee under the presidentship of Raja Sayyid Muhammad Mehdi of Pirpur that presented its report on November 15, 1938. It tried to dig out the cruelties of the Congress ministries in 7 provinces. The Sharif report, March 1939. The Sharif report was released in March 1939, and this report focused on the province of Bihar, which was the Congress ministries in Bihar, and how the Muslims suffered under the government of Congress in Bihar. The Muslim League deputed Mr. Sharif with members to investigate the injustice under the dictatorial rule of the Hindus. This report mainly collected the facts, concentrating on ill treatment of the government with Muslims in Bihar. The Fazl-e Haq report, December 1939. 1939. The third report is a statement of detailed account given by the Chief Minister of Bengal, A.K. Fazl-e-Haq, who published a pamphlet entitled Muslims Suffering Under the Rule of Congress and made many alarming revelations. For example, forbidding of azan, attack in mosque, Nazi procession of the Hindu scoundrels, forbidden of the cause letters, etc. At that time, the chief minister was described or labeled as the premier. This report was a list of complaints and grievances with the Muslims developed against the Congress ministries in different parts of India. Muslim League activism. The Second World War, the Muslim League remained very active during the period. The Muslim League highlighted the issues and the complaints with the Muslim League received and mobilized in Muslims to counter them. In this session, the Muslim League shed a sharp criticism on the Congress policies, and they explained that how these policies were work against the Muslims. Resign of Congress ministries. Resign of the Second World War, September 19, proved blessings for the Muslim in the sense that the Congress ministry resigns in November 1939. Day of Deliverance. The Muslim observed Day of Deliverance on December 22, 1939 to express their satisfaction that there are no longer Congress ministries, and when the issue of Second World War came, the Muslim League argued that new constitution could be framed keeping in view the Muslim League interest. They also argued that no constitution would be imposed without taking into account Muslim interests. तो इस तरह से ये कांग्रेस मिनिस्ट्रीज थी जिन्होंने हिंदुस्तान के मुसलमानों को एक ट्रेलर दिखाया कि अगर हिंदुस्तान में हिंदुओं की कांग्रेस की हुकूमत कायम हो जाती है तो वो मुसलमानों के साथ, हिंदुस्तान के मुसलमानों के साथ उनका सलूक कैसा होगा। मुसलमान, हिंदुस्तान के जो मुसलमान थे उन्होंने कांग्रेस मिनिस्ट्रीज से ये सबक हासिल किया कि उनका कांग्रेस के साथ रहकर, एक मुल्क में रहकर हुकूमत में अगर वो शामिल भी हों तो उनका रहना जो है वो नामुमकिन है। चुनांचे कांग्रेस मिनिस्ट्रीज का ये जो ट्रेलर था, ये जो एक शो था, उसने मुसलमानों पर वाज़े कर दिया कि अब उनके रास्ते जुदा हो जाने चाहिए। तो ये आज का हमारा लेक्चर था, कांग्रेस मिनिस्ट्रीज इन प्रोविंस अंडर द एक्ट ऑफ 1935। नेक्स्ट टॉपिक के साथ इंशाल्लाह हम दोबारा हाजिर होंगे। अल्लाह हाफिज।